Hey, this is Keith at After Action Honeybees. Hope y'all are doing well today. Well, if you're paying attention at all, especially if you're a beekeeper, you've heard about the big honeybee die-off that's been reported amongst the hobbyists, the backyard folks, the commercial guys, pretty much everybody involved with beekeeping. Some folks have had some really high percentages of loss amongst their hives. There's been a lot of videos put out about it. I thought I'd chime in with kind of my thoughts on it. This video is a little bit different though. I'm not going to try to figure out what happened. Give you a little background. If you didn't know, I'm an old maintenance guy. I worked industrial maintenance for about 40 years, and probably 30 of that I was a maintenance manager and or facility manager, and I had to investigate a lot of accidents. Most of them were minor, some were major, a few had injuries involved. Thankfully there was never any fatalities I had to deal with, but accidents do happen. And I think it's kind of interesting if you look at the event as far as the honeybee die-off and all the information that we've gathered thus far. Now, I'm not a researcher by any means. When I say information we've gathered, that's what we're hearing on YouTube, reading in print, hearing from friends, hearing from other beekeepers. That's my information. But when I started thinking about it, it really mirrored what we called an accident in industry. Now I'm gonna put up a couple of pages here, and I'm gonna continue to ramble on. Hopefully you can see them, you can expand them if you need to, but I'll kind of read what we're looking at, and we'll kind of talk about it. Okay, it says here, no one factor causes an accident. This statement is generally true. Accidents usually occur due to a combination of factors, not just one single cause, meaning no single factor is solely responsible for an accident. Does that kind of sound familiar to what's going on? Some points to consider. Factors, now this is talking about an accident. Factors like driver error, distraction, fatigue, speeding, road conditions, weather, vehicle malfunction, and environmental conditions can all play a role in an accident, often interacting with each other. Human error is prevalent. While certainly not the only factor, human error can be a significant contributor to accidents. This includes misjudgment, lack of awareness, and decisions based on bad data or lack of knowledge. And it's a chain of events. Accidents often happen as a result of a series of events where one factor leads to another, creating a chain reaction. That kind of sounds like what we're dealing with, don't it? If we flip to the next slide, I've changed a few words around to kind of fit what's going on with the bee die-off, and let's see how that works. No one factor causes a widespread honeybee die-off. Now, when I say widespread, it's all across the U.S. It's been reported in other countries. This isn't just a local event that happened because of a pesticide issue or something like that. This is happening in many places. So this statement is generally true. Widespread die-offs usually occur due to a combination of factors, not just one single cause, meaning no single factor is solely responsible for the event. Some key points. Factors like queen and hive health, pesticides or herbicides, food availability and quality, pathogens, pests, and of course environmental and weather conditions can all play a role in a die-off, possibly interacting with each other. Then we have the human factor. We're all humans and make mistakes or make decisions based on many inputs, but we're not always right. What worked before may not work this time. Not necessarily bad decisions, just unknown factors now in the equation that we haven't dealt with before. A good example of that was my 2 nukes I lost over the winter. I've had, I've overwintered 5 over 5 nukes for many years. Great success. These were no different. They were just as strong, had just as much food as ever, But the thing I didn't know was we were going to have these extended periods where it never got above freezing, and that was something I hadn't dealt with before. I wouldn't really call it an error. It was just an unknown input into the decision process that I didn't have. Lastly here, a chain of events. Widespread die-offs can happen as a result of a series of events where one factor leads to another, creating a chain reaction that we don't yet understand. I hadn't seen any researcher that claimed they actually knew what was going on at this point. There's been a lot of speculation, a lot of conspiracy theories, all kinds of things. But to me, the event that has happened really fits in to the definition of an accident. No one thing caused it. It was a combination of things. The planets aligned, the stars aligned, whatever you want to say, and it hit. Beekeepers have yards in several different areas. They kept them the same way, the same breeding stock, the same mite treatments. They did everything the same. One yard was great, one yard died. So there's something there, obviously, that is missing. Well, that's kind of my thoughts on this. Like I said, I don't have any answers. If your carburetor's leaking gas, I can fix that. If your ignition needs tuning, you need to adjust the timing, adjust the points, rebuild an engine, I could help with all of that. But I'm no honeybee researcher. But I did investigate lots of accidents in a 40-year career, and this really fits the definition of an accident. Numerous things coming together to make a certain thing happen. Of course, we should figure out a way to prevent accidents, no doubt about that. We need to understand this, but if y'all think back to when the last time we had the colony collapse disorder, I don't think they really ever came up with a conclusion for that, did they? To me, it could have been exactly the same thing. A series of things all came together in a bad way and caused an outcome. So anyway, I'll quit rambling. It's spring, or spring is about here. It's a beautiful day out here. My bees are doing pretty good. I think I've lost 3 now out of the 25. So I'll take it. I'll learn from what I saw I did wrong last year. And hopefully we make some honey this year. So anyway, some things to ponder. This may be just a different way of looking at this event. I'm definitely not claiming the high ground on anything here. It just seems to fit. So anyway, if you like that, hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you like the crazy stuff I get into. And please make sure you always take time to enjoy the buzz. Y'all take care.